Now today in the shop, we're going to try to start, if all goes right, try to start Luciano's evil twin Kawasaki H1. Now an evil twin, for somebody maybe new to the channel, is not just painting a motorcycle and at the end of it it's a new color. Well, what really happens in a perfect world, you still have the original parts. So you buy, in Luciano's case, what we're going to do, and some of the cases what I've done, you buy an extra set of parts, and then you can always go back to having the original paint job. Well, sometimes that works out, sometimes it doesn't. It worked out on my GS 1100 perfectly. Sometimes we just paint the original parts. But a real evil twin, to make it an evil twin, at the end of it, Luciano is going to have the original parts and the parts that we're going to paint. So in essence, he can go back and turn it into the original bike, or turn it into, in this case, the green bike that we painted. And I'll show some photos of that later on in the video. So he'll have the choice. In essence, within an hour, he can change it back to the original bike, or have what I hope works out for him, a brand new bike. So today, tentatively, is going to be the day we get the parts from Luciano, unless the weather gets, you never know about the weather here. We're going to get the parts to start his evil twin project, H1 Kawasaki Triple. Now what's going to be interesting about this is, we've done a lot of evil twins, of course, and I don't know who gets the credit for the invention, and it doesn't matter because they're still good to do, but when I've explained it to other people, they kind of don't know what an evil twin is. Well, to explain it, it's like when you want to have one bike, and you don't want to buy a new bike, you want to keep that engine. We know the engine's good, the bike runs good, everything's good about it, but you want to have the feeling you have a new bike. Well, that's what you do with an evil twin. Now, Luciano has a Kawasaki that's green. We painted it green for him. I don't know if we're going to need to have some custom decals made. We may still have some downstairs that Joe Roselli made, or Turbo Steve made. I don't remember who made them, to be honest. We just have a drawer full of decals. But one of the things we're really looking forward to is this. What's happened over this Christmas season is Miles has gotten a puppy for Christmas, and I want to get some footage of it and put it somewhere on the video, but he is the cutest little thing. He is really an evil twin puppy. He is really, really cute. So as with everything relating to motorcycles, this was our last project, started out to be a 1 or 2 day carburetor rebuilding, fixing leaks, and it turned out to be 5 days. And by the time we got it done, there was so much snow on the road, there's no chance we're going to get a test ride on it. But I think it's ready to test. And so being busy with Luciano's job for the next week or so, hopefully the snow is going to melt. So these are some of our other bikes that have donated parts, and more than parts even, major parts, into our evil twins. They're all out on the channel, every one of them. And all of the restorations are out there. There's more than 2,000 videos. So if you're really not sure what an evil twin is, just look up evil twins and enough of them will come up. But anyway, we got to get started today. Luciano's supposed to stop by today, and I want to see that puppy before he gets here. It's funny how things change your life, and you don't think they do, but all of a sudden one day you wake up and your life's a little different than it was the day before. Now, the R1 was one of the things that changed my life. When I bought the bike, and after the first year, maybe 6 months, I wanted higher handlebars, then I wanted a different seat, and I wanted this. I wanted to paint the wheels. I made the carbon fiber parts for the nose. And when I'm all done here, it's 11 years. It's going to be 12 years soon later. It's a totally different bike, but it's been an evil twin in steps, not all at once. And my original owner GS became the West Cooley bike when Ray helped me. Ray went down to New Brunswick with me with his minivan, and we picked up that other GS, and it was quite an adventure. Every step of these motorcycles, they have adventures. That's the whole part of it. It starts out being one thing, it usually changes halfway through, and then all of a sudden at the end of it you say, wow, we never started out to go here. And the other day when I was up on the rafters, I noticed I have almost enough bodywork and a tank. I don't think I need anything else to make an evil twin out of this now. There are other paint jobs that I have in mind, and maybe at some future time this will become an evil twin. So an evil twin is when you take an evil twin and make a triplet out of them. And we've actually done that already. And then the question almost everybody, including myself, want to know, what the hell is he going to do with the MT-09? At some point in time, it's going to have thousands and thousands of miles and be old, or who knows if he'll put it in a ditch or whatever. And I think about it a lot. What could I do to this bike to keep it a naked bike and yet really make it unique? All coming on future Windy videos. Now, this was a 900-hour restoration that I think it spans over 300 videos out on my channel. It's been a long time coming, but boy, when you get this bike out on the open road and the road is clear in front of you and you go through those gears, you think, who cares about those 900 hours? So today we start a new chapter for Luciano on his bike collection, my small bike collection here, which you're probably more than familiar with. But it's all about the adventure of motorcycling, whether it's new bikes, brand new bikes like the MT-09, really old ones like the RD, they can all be friends. Well, we still haven't had any dent in the snow melting here, and there's more snow coming. Even today I think there's more snow coming. So what I'm hoping is some of it melts up because I've got to shovel out a place to do my paint work. But I'm sure, knowing Luciano, you know, if he gets here on time today, he'll have the, I think he said he even put them in the first coat of color, but he wants me to do the striping. But I think what Karen has planned here is pretty nice. We're going to do some shopping this morning because we're expecting more snow, of course. And as part of that, we're going to stop and see the puppy. I'll try to get some pictures of the puppy. He is really cute. But of course, no good day ever begins without a great cup of coffee. And we're having a wonderful Christmas holiday season this year. Hope your family is having as well as health and happiness, and get through this COVID all together and get out the other end very soon. And I have gotten so used to having unlimited amounts of cookies in the house. Once the season is over, I think I've gained more weight than that snowman over there. I don't know. Not sure. But it really has been a wonderful Christmas season this year. And of course, what we're looking forward to more than anything else is a lot of good health and happiness in the future. So we're going to head out, and by the time we get back, Luciano should be here. I'm not sure. Sometimes he doesn't make it on time. So we did make a little pilgrimage today over to see the puppy. I don't want to share these photos. He is the cutest little thing. And I just can't tell you how. He's as fuzzy as a Q-tip. He is really, really fuzzy. What a cutie. Oh, that puppy is a cutie, no doubt about it. And we're back from shopping. I gotta just find out what time Luciano's gonna get here. So this is the first time this year that I've had the bench clean. Now, what I normally have all summer, I have riding clothes of various qualities there. But the bench is ready for Luciano's project. Now, what's happened over the years is we've had as many as 3 and 4 projects here at the same time. I don't think we're going to be able to do that now, based with the way the family dynamic has worked out. And we do use the cellar for some of Karen's craft projects too. So I really don't want to overload it, but I always like to start with a clean table. And normally I start off every Evil Twin project with some kind of little sketches, and in this case, here's what happened. That sketch 900 hours later became this bike. So, and we still have the bike, of course. We've been working on it, doing the carbs, but it's ready for, I hope, another 38,000 miles. What my RD looked like the day we bought it, and we didn't take long to turn that into an Evil Twin, which then became the Kenny Roberts bike, and then became the touring version of Kenny Roberts' bike. It's been an evil everything. And I guess the original Evil Twin, which now is in Ray's collection, and that was one of my original Amar race bikes, and one of my favorite ones, and I know Ray and his late brother Frank will know this. We had made, these are 1000cc Suzuki's, and I decided to make my own West Cooley bikes. This is pretty funny. Turbo Steve made this picture. He somehow photoshopped Kenny Roberts onto my RD, and maybe you could take Kenny Roberts' brain and put it in my helmet too. And we still have some tires to mount, but we could leave these for some day that we get snowed in. That's no problem. You know, while I was making this video, Turbo Steve called, and he's got a great idea, and he makes his own videos too. I looked at his video, and he's using one of these It's a sock that goes around the GoPro. Oh, look, it's $11. He has a different GoPro than I have, but I'm going to order one of these, hopefully, for the cameras that Najat, and thank you again, Najat. Those cameras are working great. They're Hero 3s. I want to see if that's going to be usable. And I have to look it up, but Steve has given me a lot of good ideas, and we're going to see how this plays out in the next week or so. I don't think we're going to be able to ride for a week. Well, as unpredictable as everything was today, with the puppy coming over for a visit and Karen having some extra things to do, Luciano and I decided to make it tomorrow to pick up the parts. So we'll begin a fresh day. I did get the shop wall cleaned up and ready for his project, and I wanted to go back. These are some of the photos I had to share of when we originally did this exact bike in green. And I remember Luciano got the paint mixed. We did a little test, which obviously he's going to paint it blue now. And he's got a whole set of extra parts, so it'll be a true Evil Twin, not just a repaint Evil Twin. And what he'll be able to do is make this a green bike and turn around and make it a blue bike in a matter of an hour. And of course, this is why I take all the pictures. Great memories. At the same time I was doing this, I was doing a set of wheels for my 750. And so when you can combine two painting things at the same time, it just makes it a little bit easier. There was some Bondo work on this, and looking back, I do remember this was a lot of work. Now see, one thing about the Kawasaki, the H1, the stripe that goes from the tank to the seat does not line up on a stock bike. Now I originally thought when I did the green bike I would try to make it line up, and well, it's really not, and then it doesn't look stock. So I know what Luciano wants, and it's an involved process. We have to paint the part white first. Oh, he's got it already painted blue, so we just need to mask off the trim. We have to do it white first and then silver. He's got the appropriate colors. And once we get to that point, I have to do a decal check to see what our inventory on these decals is. And of course, we're going to find out maybe the hard way. And here we are still doing these wheels. And over the course of my lifetime, I've done so many wheels, I have to look at them and my head spins. But anyway, they all seem to come out okay in the end. But here we are with the day we finished up this part of it. I don't know if that's clear or we put the clear on it. No, it's ready for the stripe. Here it is with the stripe in his garage. He bought a brand new seat. Very expensive. I think that was a $500 seat. I don't know. He bought a lot of parts for this bike. We actually had some parts. A friend of mine, Costco, chromed some of the stuff, and Luciano was not happy the way it came out either. And then I moved on to Pokey's job here, and this was a nice color silver, and it was a beautiful thing. Pokey is not, I don't know if he still has the bike or if he flipped it or he took it to bed with him. I don't know what. He's hard to communicate with sometimes, but the job did come out perfect. That's all that I care about. And when I can do the best I can do for my friends, it always makes me happy. I'm a happy camper one way or another. And so I hope you enjoyed the video, and you know, it's a So this day turned out, as I often say, live to fight another day. It's always unpredictable this time of year. Weather's unpredictable. People coming over, puppies. You never know what's going on here. Anyway, I do have a life where I'm busy all the time. I think that I enjoy sharing it with YouTube, and we planned out this Evil Twin project, and today just didn't work out the way we planned, but that means tomorrow is going to be even better. And I'm going to try to link up with Luciano early tomorrow because I don't want to take a chance that we're going to get more snow and it'll be a problem for him to come down here. Right now I have a gap of time in between my projects. I can work on this, and of course the fun is we can share it with you through the convenience of YouTube. So again, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks to the healthcare workers, and thanks for watching.